My. Look at you, mortal. I must say, you clean up quite nicely. That shade of blue is just perfect for you. You think I jest? On the contrary, I assure you I'm quite serious. You are a vision. One might even think you are a god yourself. Ah, yes, that. Perhaps I was a bit too harsh earlier. I was only teasing. After all, who would ever notice the shadows beneath your eyes when they have the rest of your face to gaze upon? You would put the Helen of Troy to shame. Come on. I can't pay the guest of honor a simple compliment. I'm weirding you out. Oh, dear. Forgive me, mortal. I apologize. It must be the spirits. Speaking of which, have you tried the ambrosia just yet? True. It's usually reserved for the gods, but one sip couldn't hurt, could it? We've already broken all the rules to bring you here, haven't we? Besides, you're here at Father's invitation. You're no Tantalus, and even if Father tried to banish you to the depths, I have no doubt that Tartarus would send you right back. I couldn't bear to have someone as radiant as you walking in its deathly halls. As stubborn as ever, I see. Well, in that case, you must try the wine. Personally, I prefer the red. Over a millennia old, sweet and dry, and as deep and dark as the night itself. Allow me. Perfect. There you are, my sweet. Are you enjoying the festivities tonight? Father's parties have always been... What did I just say? I believe I asked whether you were enjoying yourself. For all his flaws, I will admit, Father makes an excellent host. Oh, what did I call you? Why, mortal, of course. What else would I have said? My sweet. Really? Are you sure you're not hearing things? I know you must still be frightened after that fiend threatened you. His powers are formidable. Beyond compare, even. But you needn't worry about him, my sweet. Don't let him torment that beautiful mind of yours. Especially on a night like... Oh, I did. Did I? Oh, but I couldn't have. After all, only one god calls you that. I would never presume to call you mine. Not when I know perfectly well that you really belong to him. Well, it would seem my little ruse has run its course. What a shame. Still, at least it means I can do away with this pathetic face. One moment. Hello there, my precious. What's the matter? Surprised to see me? Oh dear, did you truly believe that you could keep yourself hidden from my eyes? I warned you, didn't I? That nothing would keep me from you. Morph. Is that what you call him? Oh, that is too good. I might just have to start using that one myself. Still, I think it's better if I don't tell you where he is. Believe me, it's tempting. If you knew the truth, I can only imagine how decadent those dreams would be. For now, though, I'll simply enjoy letting your mind run wild with the possibilities. After all, the strongest fear of all is the fear of the unknown. I can't wait to see what other delicious nightmares your mind cooks up. I'm never feeding from you again. Oh, but my sweet mortal, I already am. Think about it. Is this really how your dinner with Father went? Was the atmosphere truly so lively with so many guests? Strange, too, that none of them would notice a long-banished god suddenly appearing in their midst. Unless... That's right, my sweet. This is all a nightmare. A tapestry of my own creation, woven from the threads of your mind. Yes. That anguish and fear. Delicious. Give me more. Leaving so soon? Come now. How can you run from something that's all in your own mind? You're certainly welcome to try. However, you know I love the thrill of the chase. Wake you up? Are you sure? I wonder, will you like what you find when you open your eyes? Very well. I suppose I'm sated enough for now. If you truly wish to wake up, then so be it. Good morning, my sweet. That is what you mortals say, isn't it? Not that it matters here. In my domain, you see, there's no such thing as day or night. Only perpetual darkness. A soft, endless void where time loses all meaning. Don't worry. You'll adjust to it in time, I'm sure. Why? You're where you were always meant to be. We're in my sanctuary, my own little nest. It's nothing fancy, I admit, but it does have one thing to its advantage. Complete and utter privacy. After all, we don't want any interruptions, do we? I trust you'll find it comfortable. Especially here, in my bed. We'll be spending an awful lot of time here after all. Ah, yes. Forgive the bindings, but you tend to get quite feisty in your sleep. I suppose I could paralyze you, like before, but there's a certain charm in doing it the old-fashioned way. Let you go? Oh, but my sweet mortal, we've only just begun. That little dream was merely an appetizer. Speaking of which, what did you think of my handiwork? Did you enjoy it? I confess I did make a few improvements. In reality, Father's parties are about as lively as a wake, and I couldn't resist putting in a few other special touches, just for you. After all, you'd been wanting that, hadn't you? A moment alone with Morpheus, just the two of you. Oh, yes. As much as you pretend otherwise, you crave his attention. Shall I humor you? I could pretend to believe you if you'd prefer. But just look at the heat in your cheeks. Yes. I can sense that little flame within you, burning for him. You long to hear him whisper sweet nothings in your ear as he holds you close. Perhaps, if you wish, I could help with that. I may be the god of nightmares, but even a nightmare can start out sweet. I could give you your heart's desire, if only for a few moments. And all I ask in return is that you stop resisting. That's right. Submit to me, and I can bring all your darkest fantasies to life. Ones that my dear brother would never dream of indulging. My. Such language. It seems his bad habits are rubbing off on you. I wish I could say I'm surprised. But truth be told, I was hoping you'd fight back. That just means I get the fun of breaking you. And I think I know just how to do it. I really must thank you, my sweet. Before you and my dear brother became acquainted, the truth is, I'd been starting to run out of new material to work with when it came to crafting your nightmares. As deliciously intense as your sorrows were, there's only so many times one can stomach the same old scenarios. I prefer a bit of variety in my diet. But then, who should come along but your precious Morph? How ironic that, in trying to protect you, he gave you someone else to care about, and therefore, a brand new course on the menu for me. I really must thank you, my sweet. Before you and my dear brother became acquainted, the truth is, I'd been starting to run out of new material to work with when it came to crafting your nightmares. As deliciously intense as your sorrows were, there's only so many times one can stomach the same old scenarios. I prefer a bit of variety in my diet. But then, who should come along but your precious Morph? How ironic that, in trying to protect you, he gave you someone else to care about. And therefore, a brand new course on the menu for me. Is that supposed to be a threat? Oh, my sweet mortal. You think I don't know that? What makes you think I wasn't planning for him to find you all along? Oh, yes. I know my brother. A selfish, spoiled brat like him never wants to share his toys. No. If I truly want you, he must be dealt with. Once again, why spoil all the fun by telling you? But I promise you this. When you finally witness the horror I have in store for him, you'll be wishing with all your heart that it was just a nightmare from which you could wake. It's been a while since I've tasted mortal tears. Don't weep for him, my sweet. It's nothing less than he deserves. Only a fool dares to challenge me. Now, at last, he shall reap his reward, and I shall have mine. His precious little starlight. Yes, you will be mine, and mine alone, for all eternity. Now, I don't know about you, but I can feel my appetite returning. Think it's time you served me my main course of the night, wouldn't you say? Oh, shush, shush. Hush now, my precious. There's no use resisting. You know that. You're bound, helpless, lost. Nowhere to go. No hope of escape. There's nothing left to do but surrender. That's right. Surrender. And look into my eyes. Good. Lovely, aren't they? I know you missed this. Just lying there, gazing into my dark, beautiful eyes. Keep looking, my sweet. Let their darkness envelop you. Yes. Feel yourself hovering over the abyss. Feel yourself perched on the edge, at any moment ready to fall. Yes, falling deep into my eyes, deeper and deeper. You can't fight it, but you don't mind, do you? No, of course not. You always knew this would happen. Deep down, you've always known that you must surrender. It's all right, my sweet. Let my darkness fill your mind. Feel its soft, velvety touch as it pushes out all other thoughts. No more fears. No more worries. Just emptiness and bliss. It feels good, doesn't it? Yes. Enjoy it, my sweet. You know you want to. It's all right. Just let yourself relax. Drifting feels good, doesn't it? Yes. Drifting along in that dark, blissful sea. Your eyes are growing heavy. So irresistibly heavy. You can feel the waves of sleep lapping at your mind, washing over you. Just give in and let yourself sink. That's it. Close your eyes and sink down deep. Yes. Very good. Submit to me, my sweet. Submit and sleep.